What up, world? Welcome to another episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, like always on all podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow, social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, Brandon Janeau, Facebook, the BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Shout out to everybody that's on TikTok. Been having some crazy good conversations on TikTok. I don't take any of the comments too serious or anything like that. I think everybody is coming down off of this WrestleMania high that some are coming off of a WrestleMania high, some are coming off of the reality of WrestleMania sucked this year, but that's neither here nor there, and I'll talk about that tomorrow. Because tonight is I Bleed Sports. But before I get into this episode tonight, one more thing you can do is go follow me on YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show. YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show. Comment, do comment back. Got some shorts out. I got the vids out. This is just another one added to the chest today of videos I'm doing. So yeah. Uh so go follow me on YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show. Follow me on all those social media platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, I should say, Brandon Janeau Show. Follow me on all those social media platforms. TikTok, Brandon Janeau Show. Uh Facebook, the Brandon Janeau Show. And of course, Instagram and Threads, Brandon Janeau. On all those social media platforms, YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show. Subscribe, comment, helps in algorithms, all of it. Let's get into it. Like I said, this episode is I Bleed Sports. Now I know, usually I do I Bleed Sports on Tuesdays. I know, it's Monday. I know. But there's a lot going on. We have the NFL draft this Thursday. So I wanted to do one today. Of course, I gotta do my Bleed Black and Gold podcast. I'll probably do that tomorrow, do that episode tomorrow. Wrestling Life. Um, so yeah. Um, but let's get into it, man. Today has been absolutely crazy. Sports world, this whole week has been nuts. Like I said, the NFL draft is this week, so I talk about this Thursday, I should say. I will talk about um, the Bears are the 10th team, so I'll talk about the Bears, what they should do. And I talk about the NFL draft. What I think is more likely to happen. There's still some things going on, and some maybe some trades will be made. Who knows? Maybe some quarterbacks get moved. Some things get moved. Who knows? But I talk about the NFL draft. Boxing is back this upcoming, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. I think We'll say May 2nd. uh, is boxing. Uh, three uh, three people that a lot of people had as their four up and coming kings of boxing. They are sharing a card together on in New York City, MSG, I think, to be exact. So I'll talk about Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin and Dream Haney all sharing the boxing card, and who needs to show out on that card, that boxing card, but who I think that card is really made for, and they will have the best boxing um, moment on that card. And of course, the NBA playoffs are here, so I'll talk about that. But I want to start it off with this. So the Los Angeles Dodgers, right? The only time you hear baseball news or talk about baseball news is the Los Angeles Dodgers. So you would think the Los Angeles Dodgers is like undefeated right now, that they're fucking just killing shit. I don't even think they're leading the division. I don't even think they're leading the NL West. I think the Padres leading the NL West. But you let people talk about it, if you do get baseball news and if you do hear people talk about baseball, you would think they are talking about the Dodgers winning, you know, just having this significant, just dominant fucking year. Which brings me to, do I think the Dodgers are going to repeat? And I said this before the season started in baseball. I literally said in the beginning of the season for baseball, I said everybody's going to sit here and tell you that the NL, that is all about the Dodgers repeating. Nothing more, nothing less. But if you let the people tell you, you think the Dodgers are undefeated and nobody got a chance in hell against this team. They're really second in their own division right now. Now baseball just really started. I mean, we're only in what 1 full month of the baseball season, so don't put too much stock in it. Do I think the Dodgers are going to repeat? It's hard to tell. It's too early to tell. But if you let people in sports tell you the Dodgers are just this dominant fucking team, they're gonna roll through everybody and nobody has a chance. The Padres are pretty good this year. My Cubs are actually leading the NL Central. I didn't think that shit would actually happen this year. I thought the Cubs would be good this year. Maybe not win the NL Central good this year. Um, but like I've always said, either the Cubs are gonna either be a really good fucking team or they're gonna be a really fucking bad team. It just depends on what the fuck they will be. The Cardinals are not helping themselves out in NL Central. I think the Pirates are pretty good. The Brewers are up and down this year so far. So I'm not super surprised by that. Like I said, NL West is the Padres right now. The NL East is always the most questionable one. I know the Braves started off real sluggish early in the start of the season. They're starting to kind of now get their rhythm a little bit. The Phillies are always a dangerous fucking team. The Mets are the Mets now. They're doing amazing. I didn't think the Mets even though they bought in Juan Soto, I didn't think the Mets would be good this year. I thought the Mets was kind of like just like you bought in a fucking hitter. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a hitter. I can see the Mets beating the Dodgers this year in the playoffs. I think if they played each other this year in the playoffs, I think the Mets can beat the Dodgers. Um, Say they with the Padres. I think the Padres know the Dodgers very well. I think the Padres can beat the Dodgers. I don't know if the Dodgers can actually repeat. I'm gonna have to do this again, maybe in June, July, when it's closer to the dog days of the summer, and now you have to put rely on the team, and you've had some key players on a DL, a couple of games here and there, weeks upon weeks. We shall see how the Dodgers actually look. But for what the Dodgers are right now, if you ask me, can they win get to the World Series? Win a playoff game, get to the World Series this year? In a noun sense, no. I don't think I don't think they will get there. Like I said, if you let people tell you, you would think the Dodgers is this dominant, rolling down the hill team. Nobody's gonna ever fucking touch and stop. But the Dodgers have their moments. They have games where they just don't show up. They don't have those moments. So I think you can beat the Dodgers this year. It's not like last year where just everything failed the way the Dodgers needed it to fall. But that's what I can say about any team that wins a championship. Shit just falls the way it needs to fall. It's a lot of luck, and yes, there's a lot of motherfucking, ability to play. So, yeah. But do I think the Dodgers are heading for a repeat? Not really. I don't. Again, like I said, it's too early to call. It's only the first month of baseball season. This isn't like the NFL. By September, going into October, you can tell like, nah, this team don't really have it this year. You could tell like, okay, they kind of win some games. They maybe even make a run here and there, but they're not that great. You can tell this isn't that. You got 162 games in baseball. Yeah, and it's only April. We shall see. It's a hard question to ask, but I had to ask it because, like I said, you let sports media tell you the Dodgers are 20 fucking 8-0 and nobody's gonna fucking ever touch them. Like you let the media tell you it's like this running train that nobody can ever stop. It's like no, they're not that fucking dominant, dude. They're 13-8. Stop it. They're 13 fucking 8, dude. Stop it. Stop talking like they're this unbeatable champion. Like nobody's gonna ever touch them. And you can sit there and say, well, Brandon, it's baseball. Of course people are gonna beat them. Nah, not according to the fucking people on TV. Not in the fucking sports world. So yeah, boxing. Like I said, there was a point in time where there was the four kings of boxing, right? Especially this new version, new era of boxing. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Devin, and Dream Haney. That was the four guys, four kings of boxing, right? When it was all said and done, those were the four guys that was going to take boxing to a next level, especially in the lightweight division. That was the four guys. Since then, Ryan's lost. Devin should have a loss on his fucking record. I was just watching that fight before I even got on here because now they finally uploaded the fight of Ryan Garcia beating the shit out of Devin Haney. Beating the shit out of Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney should have a loss. He doesn't because he bitch moaned and complained that he technically did not lose. Fuck that means. Because nigga, I saw you get your ass whooped. That is undebatable. I saw this nigga punch you in your face and you fell like 5 times. Like I saw it. I know I saw it. I can watch it on YouTube now. I know I wasn't tripping. I saw the shit. I know I wasn't tripping. He hit the first punch was deadly. That nigga hit that nigga the first time he got hit and fell. That bitch fucking lit. That nigga he stayed on the ground for a good 10 minutes. Like he was like, "Ooh shit!" That nigga punched shit out of me. Hold on, yo man, that nigga, yo Ryan Garcia put the beats to that nigga. Lord have mercy. He put the beats to that nigga. Lord have mercy. But at one point in time, this was the three kings. Teofimo has lost. Ryan has lost. Devin should have a loss on his record. And now Tank doesn't have a perfect record anymore because of the draw that he had with Lamont Roach, which that might be a rematch. Now, a lot of people also say, well, so was Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson was also considered a Ford king. So who would you have taken off? And Shakur was too young at that time. I don't think Shakur was considered a Ford king. He was still needed a couple fights under his belt. I don't think he was really in the lightweight conversation like that at the time. I can see if you would have made that argument, I would have easily said, okay, yeah, I can see how you could make that argument. But Shakur still needed that one fight. He needed still that dad fight. Now the Oscar Valdez fight was one of those fights where he kind of just showed his dominance. Like you were just, God damn, he beat the shit out of Oscar Valdez. He beat the shit out of Oscar. You're just sitting there like, God damn. He also beat the shit out of Jamal Herring. I was like, oh shit, like he beat the fuck out of Jamal. But yeah, but those are like the four kings. Those are the guys. Those were their four kings. Those were their guys. Were the guys. 3 of them are going to be on the same boxing card. Devin, Ryan, and Teofimo. I'm looking forward to this. Ryan has the most intriguing fight, fighting against Rolly Romero, who a lot of people also say was probably pegged to be also one of those guys. But then he fought Tank, lost the Tank, got his ass with a Pitbull Cruz. That shit was. He was actually winning the fight until Pitbull just started tagging his ass. And I was like, Lord have mercy. Please somebody help this kid. I ain't never felt so helpless for a person. I'm like, God, somebody help this kid. Please, God almighty, please, somebody help him. I was just like, Lord have mercy. Please help him. But Ryan Garcia is fighting Rolly Romero. That's going to be an interesting fucking fight. I'm going to tell you that now. I do not know who wins that fight. I do not know who wins that actual fight because that is not a fight that Ryan Garcia could go in and tippy-toe around. If you go in with this idea, I'm going to just catch him with the left hook, shit, Rolly can box you. He can tag. But one thing that Ryan always has so-called advantage in is the power. The strength, like the power. Rolly can fucking box you. And Rolly got fucking power too. So you can try that shit and say, oh, I'm going to just catch him. Which Rolly has had a couple of losses under his belt. He's had some moments where he just wasn't good in fights. He got tagged maybe in a Tank fight. Okay, we could say that, yeah. But that Pitbull Cruz fight, he got his ass whooped. Like, that shit was bad. if he does this now, if he comes into this fight now, he does this, he has this moment now. Ryan can go in fucking around with Rolly Romero and get his ass KO'd. I would not be surprised if he gets fucked up in this fight because he thinks he could just tag him. Now, Rolly does have his moments where he kind of questions himself. He kind of puts himself in no man land, and he drops his hands a little bit too much, and he gets tagged. But the fact that he's already lost 2 fights, I think, can play a very massive benefit to this because if he keeps his hands up and Ryan can't catch him and can't tag him. And again, this is the longest, I think this might be the longest layoff Ryan Garcia's had because he hasn't fought. Of course, this is his first fight back since the suspension. This is his first fight back since the suspension. So if that is the case, this is your first fight against a guy like Rolly Romero who has just as much power in his punching as you do. This can get interesting. This can get fucking interesting. This can get interesting. Devin Haney's also fighting on this card, which makes it even weirder that this is happening. The plan is, I think, for Ryan and Devin, this is what they want. Ryan and Devin to win. That's the plan. If Ryan and Devin win, then we get the rematch between Ryan and Devin, which I said when I talked about the beginning of 25, when I said the most expected fights I wanted to see was Ryan and Devin. They need to have a rematch. They have to have it. Devin got what he wanted. He got Ryan, his record back at perfect, which you're not perfect because we saw the fight. You got your ass whooped. But he got his record back. He got all the shit he wanted. He got all that shit back. Great. But you now need to go in there and ring and fight this man. And I'm going to be honest, watching this fight on YouTube, Devin could have won the fight. He was winning the fight. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. What he did in that fight was then he started to think that he can outpower Ryan. He can outpunch. He can knock out Ryan, and he did not think that shit through. I don't know what the fuck the game plan. I don't know how bad that game plan went, but he went. Once he got tagged a couple times by Ryan, it was over. It was over. He had no legs. Once he really got fucked up, he had no legs. He got caught. He went down for the first time. He had no legs. The rest of that fight, by like the 8-9 round, he kind of started to catch his. But once Ryan tagged his ass again and knocked him down and put him down for the second time, and it was nuts. It was like, oh yeah, this kid ain't got it. I'm looking to see what Devin's going to look like in this fight because you've also had a very long layoff. This is a long fucking layoff. It's been damn near a year since you've actually had a fight. What are you going to look like? What are you going to look like? Especially with this idea that everybody knows that we're only leading this to a Ryan versus Devin fight. We know this is happening because it has to. But if we don't get it, because you lose or Ryan loses, then what? Because this is what I'm thinking. This is truly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Devin wins, but Ryan loses. Devin's gonna sit there and say he doesn't want to fight Ryan. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I think if Devin wins and Ryan loses, I think Devin is gonna feel more confident that he can beat Ryan now, which would be fucking stupid. It would be stupid because that's the same shit you thought when you first fought him the first time. Ryan did not look great against Oscar Devote. He didn't look great against Oscar Devote. But Devin thought he could beat him because he lost the tank. And he clearly found out he couldn't. But I've said this, if the second fight happens, I think Devin beats Ryan. I think he can beat Ryan. I think what he did the first fight was very fucking stupid. And I hope his dad and him actually sat there and actually watched that fight and actually told each other, like, look, that shit cannot happen again. Box on the outside. Don't get into this you're dominant shit with him. Devin's a better boxer than Ryan. There's no conversation on that. Devin is a way better fucking boxer than Ryan. You can sit there and lie to yourself. Don't lie to me. Devin is a way better fucking boxer than Ryan. Ryan does not have good footwork. He doesn't. He's all power. He only has a left hook. Like people can sit there and act like that is that. Oh, you just saying that shit? Cause no, nigga, I've watched this man box. All these guys are left fucking hook. If he can jab and he can keep, if he can jab, keep Devin a distance, keep him kind of close enough. He's got the length on Devin. He can catch Devin. But if Devin continues to stay on the outside, jab, he also was doing stupid shit like putting his face in the damn. When he would kind of hold and clutch, he would duck down on one side, and it made it easy for Ryan to tag him. But if he understands that and he starts to play, he starts to box, Devin is a better boxer than Ryan Garcia. He is. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking when I truly, truly, truly do not know what he was thinking in that first fight. So if we get a second fight, I think Devin could beat him. I think he will beat him. The problem is, I think he also will get caught because he's kind of stupid. He falls into a pattern, but so does Ryan Garcia. They fall into patterns, and it's easy to It's easy to pick up on a pattern if you know them already. Teofimo feels like the odd man out on this card because it feels like we know what we're leading to. We're leading to Devin versus Ryan. Teofimo feels like the weirdest one, but Teofimo is actually the one that I actually expect to have the biggest impact on this card because Teofimo actually has something that Devin and Ryan doesn't have: experience in these types of situations. I know people are gonna sit there and think I'm crazy, but Teofimo, I think, is a better overall boxer than both of them. He's got the power, he's got the ability, he's got the speed. I think Teofimo, and when he's actually fucking focused, keyword, when he's actually fucking focused, he can fucking box. Teofimo, I feel like, is going to have the biggest shining moment on his card because everybody's going to come in. They want to see what Devin's going to look like after a year. They're going to want to see what Ryan looks like after a year. If they win, lose, whatever, we get that rematch. Great. Teofimo feels like the odd man out, technically, but he's the one that's going to shine the most because he's going to whoever the fuck I don't know who he's really fighting, but whoever he's fighting, he gonna whoop his ass. Teofimo might whoop his ass. Teofimo, I've been high on Teofimo for a long time. I've always said him and Tank would be an incredible fucking boxing match. I would love to watch that fight. I think if that fight happens, that'd be dope. Him and Shakur would be dope. I'm happy Teofimo is finally on a card that he's finally getting a chance to shine. I'm a huge Teofimo Lopez fan. I think out of those three boxers that I just named, Teofimo is the best one. Better than Ryan and better than Devin. Ryan's got the power. He doesn't have the footwork. Devin's got the footwork and the boxing IQ. He doesn't have the power. Teofimo has all of it. He has all of it. He just doesn't have the fucking singular focus. Those two don't even have the singular focus. So, but yeah, he doesn't have the singular focus like Tank. Like Tank, when Tank's in outside of the fight that we saw with him and Lamont Roach, when Tank is focused, Tank is a scary fucking dude in the ring. He can beat your ass. Shakur is very focused. Shakur also is very fucking focused. When Shakur is fucking focused, Shakur can whoop your ass. So yeah. But I'm looking forward to these fights. I'm looking super duper forward to these fights. I can't wait to when these fights happen. I'm gonna watch it. And hell yeah. NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs. We got two games tonight. Pistons Knicks game 2, Clippers Nuggets game 2. I did not watch either one of these games Saturday night. Saturday. Reason why is because, well, like I said, I was wrapped up in wrestling. I had to do a couple of episodes. I had to do 2 episodes for wrestling for my Wrestling Life podcast, my Wrestling Life series for my podcast, BrandonJaneauShow, which both of those episodes are out now. So go listen. I got one dropping tonight. Wrestling Life, WrestleMania Night 2 rating review show. But I did not watch Saturday. And I didn't watch Sunday either. I didn't watch a couple games Sunday because, again, I was doing WrestleMania last night. So I didn't watch last night either. First thing I want to talk about is the I don't do overreactions with people. I got and that's something that human reaction is. You do overreactions. You're instantly just watching something. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe this. That's why I try not to do that. I try to take it from my perspective and look at it from my perspective and my angle. Minnesota and the Lakers. People immediately was like, oh my god, the Lakers cannot handle the situation. Minnesota beat the Lakers. Now, I last week when I did this before the playoffs started, I literally said that I literally said that Minnesota could win a game. But I said the Lakers winning in five. I thought the Lakers would come out and be better than it was in game one. But shit happens. It is what it is. Shit happens. Do I think the Lakers can still win this series? I do. But what people have failed to realize, and this is what I kept saying about the fucking Lakers for fucking weeks, is that as good as the Lakers are perceived to be defensively, Luka is not a great defender. Austin Reeves is not a great fucking defender. You don't have the height or the length to actually stop teams like OKC, like Houston, shit, even go to state in this. You don't have you don't have the team. You don't have the team like to stop Denver. Shit, even the Clippers. You don't have the defensive acumen to stop them, dude. You have poured so much into trying. You poured so much, so much, and trying to, be this Luka LeBron dependent. Luka did exactly what I expected Luka to do. Scored 37 points. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. The one thing that I keep hearing people get mad about the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks, the funny part is the Dallas Mavericks general manager is not fucking wrong. He's not. Defense does win championships. This is the difference between people that actually watch the fucking game and you watch the fucking name. Nobody's ever said Luka isn't a great player. He can score. We know he can fucking score. We ain't surprised by that shit. That's not the surprising part. Can the motherfucker defend? And he cannot defend if you pay a person. You pay him to do that. And he can't do it. He's not a great defender. Anybody that sits there and tries to lie and say he is, he's not. Luka's not a great defender. He's never been a great defender. Don't get it twisted. Last year, oh Brandon, but they got to the NBA Finals last year. Was that because of Luka defensively, or was that because of how good the Dallas Mavericks defensively schemed was? You got Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively Jr., PJ Washington, who's a pretty good perimeter defender. You had enough defensively where Kyrie and Luka, who are considered very bottom, mid to bottom of the fucking defensive players' ability, they didn't do shit. They didn't have to do shit. But then they finally played against the actual team that forced them to actually do more defensively in the Boston Celtics. What happened? They lost. They fucking lost. Why? Because that's what the fuck was supposed to happen. People are so. And here's the crazy part. Now I'm saying it on the Sports Center because I watch Sports Center right now, and they keep going at this dude and keep going at Nico Harris. You keep sitting up here dissing this man. Listen, bro. Like I keep saying, I'm gonna continuously say this shit. He didn't say nothing wrong, and he's not saying anything wrong. I have said this numerous times. Dallas didn't do shit wrong. And here's the crazy part. If the Lakers get bounced in the first round, are y'all gonna apologize to this fucking man? Because him and Luka got the same amount of playoff success. Both of the ass went straight to what he got bounced in the play in. Luka got bounced in the play in the first round of the playoffs. What's the fucking difference? What's the fucking difference? Y'all better hope and pray that Luka and the Lakers win this series. Because if not, I'm clowning the fuck out you. I'm clowning the fuck out you. I'm clowning you. I got to. Because y'all are sitting there talking about this man. Luka's not a great defender. He can score. But putting the ball in the fucking basket in a playoffs don't mean shit if you can't defend a fucking person. Anthony Edwards cooked Luka ass. This is the one thing I kept saying about the Minnesota Timberwolves. You cannot let Anthony Edwards cook your fucking team. You cannot let that happen. And then he can actually defend. This is the one thing I kept saying about the fucking Lakers with this Luka situation. Y'all keep sitting up here and try to shit on this man. Y'all keep shitting on the Dallas Mavericks general manager. He didn't say shit that was wrong. If Dallas was actually healthy this year, Dallas would be in the play-in. They damn sure would not have gotten blown the fuck out about 50 fucking points yesterday. I damn sure tell you that. Damn sure when they got blown out about 50 fucking points yesterday. I tell you that fucking much. But yeah, the Lakers losing. I still think the Lakers could come back and win the series. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like the Lakers cannot come back and win the series. I think they could win. I think they could win the series. I do. I think the Lakers could win the series. It's only one game. It's not. It's not time to throw the fucking. I told you. It's not time. It's not time. But I did underestimate Minnesota Timberwolves because I kept saying they don't really have anything outside of Anthony Edwards. I underestimated the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers better not underestimate their ass no more. I promise you that. Because if Nazir Reed goes off again and Jaden McDaniels goes off again, which by the way, those two dudes are great perimeter defenders and they can fucking score the ball. Something that the Lakers cannot afford happening. If Jaden McDaniels has that type of performance again, and Nazir Reed has a performance like that again, and Anthony Edwards does Anthony Edwards shit again, Luka could score 50. It don't matter. You're losing. Like I said, it does not matter that Luka's a fucking scorer. Nobody gives a fuck that you could score the fucking basketball when you cannot do shit defensively. Let me say that shit again. For all of the people also on TikTok that I had to go up against on TikTok today, this past weekend, because you kept trying to sit up here and give me this bullshit that Kyrie Irving trying to give me this bullshit that Kyrie Irving is a better overall basketball player than John Stockton. The fuck are y'all talking about? Like, bro, it showed me how y'all are young and you don't know shit. Ball handling and putting the ball in the bucket does not make you a better fucking player. No, nigga, you could just score. That's it. Congratulations. You can score. You have one part of your job correct. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Defend. You can't defend, and you can't stop no fucking body. And then on top of that, you're not a passer. This nigga is not a fucking passer. He doesn't get the ball out to people. He doesn't make anybody better. No, nigga, he can score. At least with Luka can actually pass the ball. Like Luka can actually get people involved in a game. He just sucks at defense. He's not good at it. He's never been good at it. Like I have said about Luka Doncic for years. Just because you can score does not mean I'm supposed to just give you all of the praise in the world. That is the problem nowadays. Because you can do one really great thing. I'm supposed to just kiss your ass. That ain't how that works. No. Like I said, this past week was crazy. Detroit had a chance to beat the Knicks in game one. I actually saw the score and I was like, holy shit, can Detroit actually beat these motherfuckers? But the Knicks did what the Knicks did. Congratulations to the Knicks. They play tonight. Game two is tonight. Do I think Detroit could get game two? After losing a game like that, the way you lost that game in game two, how demoralizing that loss probably was because you were actually winning. You should have won that game. The fact that you lost it the way you lost it, you were up and you lost it. You let them go on a 21 point run on you unanswered. That shit is hard to like motivate those guys again. Like, god damn, like yo, you probably was telling them like we could come in and get this game won. We could come in and get this game. After a while, you like they were believing it, and then out of nowhere, it's just like boom, the fuck? Like they just scored 21 unanswered. Like, what are we doing? How do you turn that back on? Like That's some young kid. That's some young team shit that can rattle a young team. You got your best player is a young player. This is his first time in the playoffs. Like that can catch you up. And then on top of that, because of how game one was constructed and how you felt and you played in game one, the way you lost that game, I trust that you can motivate them. They're young, so they can get remotivated. But when you lose a game like you lost that game, that's a ooh shit. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I expect game two to be way better. I expect Detroit to come out like a house on fire. Maybe play a little bit more patient with it. Um, but you're in Madison Square Garden. You're in New York, and you lost game one the way you lost game one. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to come back from that. Game two of the Nuggets and Clippers series. Um, this was the series that I said will go seven. I don't expect any series that won't go seven outside of this one. I think this series can easily go seven. Um, yeah, I think this series can easily go seven. The way game one was already done, going into overtime, this is gonna be a hard fucking series. The Clippers are not gonna just give it to the Nuggets, and the Nuggets are just not gonna give it to the Clippers. This is going to be a hard fought series. I can't wait to see how this is gonna play out. I'm looking forward to it. Game two tonight in Denver. I think Denver could take it. I think Denver could take game two, and then you go to LA, and then Clippers could take two in LA, and then we have a real like, all right, best of fucking seven. like, let's see what happens. Memphis getting blown up by the Oklahoma City Thunder. I know people saw John Morant and the teammates smiling, laughing on the bench. What do you want me to say? Like Memphis should not be in the play. I mean the playoffs. They shouldn't. They earned their way there. I'm not gonna sit up and act like they didn't earn their way there. They did. They earned their way there. Same time, at the same time, it's at the same time it's this ain't the OKC of last year. This ain't OKC of last year. This is a different OKC. This is why I kept saying this team can get to the NBA Finals, man. Like people playing like they can't. They get to the NBA Finals. They get to the NBA Finals. Um, Orlando had a chance in Game One, and then Boston just, and then Boston just absolutely clamped down defensively. Boston absolutely clamped down defensively and shut it the fuck down in the second half. I was like, God damn. If that's how Boston defensively is going to now play, Lord have mercy. Like if that's how they can just Boston just turned it on in the second half. Like defensively, I was like, God Almighty. All that shit Orlando was doing in the first half, it was like Boston was toying with it. It was like, yo, we know we could fucking, we know we could, y'all know we could blow y'all out, like we really want to. That shit was bad. I was shocked by that. That was a crazy one. I don't think the Heat has a chance in hell against the Cavs. I know the Heat got in the playoffs. Great, whoop de fucking do. The Cavs are just different. The Cavs are a different fucking team. I can't wait to that Eastern Conference Finals between the Cavs and the Celtics. I think that's what we're going to. I cannot wait to see that Eastern Conference Finals. I'm looking super forward to that. I already told y'all I do not think the Bucks have a chance in hell if Dame is not playing in the playoffs. I do not think the Boston. I don't think the Milwaukee Bucks have a chance in fucking hell if Dame Dollar don't play in the playoffs. I don't see it because Giannis cannot carry a fucking team anymore. He cannot be your leading guy to carry the team. Giannis was never great at carrying the Milwaukee. See, this is the thing about people that always sit here and talk shit, talk crazy, right? Giannis never carried the Milwaukee Bucks. he was their best player. He was, he's their best player. But yeah, you could carry the team in certain games, but not in an entire playoff series. He was never a carry the team type of player. He never was. The only time he did that, I take that back. The only time he did it was when they got to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2019 when they played Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals. That was the only time he carried the Milwaukee Bucks to a to that type of situation. But every fucking year, since he's won a championship, even when he won the championship, when he had to win a championship, there's a reason for why they went and traded for Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday can do things on that defensive side of the ball. And on top of that, Jrue had more of a veteran presence to that team than, Giannis at the time. Giannis is a great player. And I stand up here and shitting on Giannis as a great player. Giannis is a great player. But Giannis can never carry the Milwaukee Bucks to the NBA championship. He needed Jrue Holiday. He needed Chris Middleton. He needed Bobby Portis. He needed those guys. But if you're asking me, can he win a championship without Dame being the second player on the team, really going out there and doing his thing? No, he can't do it. He can't carry this. Not this Bucks team. Not this Bucks team. Not this constructed Bucks team. He can't do it. He needs Dame. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if Dame could even help this team. The Bucks feel like a team that got in the playoffs. Great for them, but it just doesn't feel like a team that's just like this going to win the NBA championship team. They're like no, they can win, they can play, they can do that thing, but it's just this team just feels like a little shaky this year, and it's okay to say that. So I'm not surprised the Pacers won. I had the Pacers winning the series any fucking way. I'm not that damn surprised. Um, what's another series? What's another series? Holy shit! Oh, Rockets and Warriors. First game jitters. Same thing with like the Pistons. First game jitters. A lot of those players. That's their first playoff series. First time they ever been in that type of environment before. First time they ever been in that type of environment before. So of course they have moments in the game where they probably didn't show up like they probably would have in the regular season. Regular season is different than the playoffs. They're learning that shit right now. I expect this series to still go 7. I think the Warriors and Rockets can go 7 games. I just think the Rockets have a great chance to do it. Um, like I said, Ime Udoka is a really great head coach. I don't expect this team to not show up in game 2. But the Warriors are very veteran tested, very veteran battle. They have Jimmy Butler now on that team, who is, like I've said numerous times, he just always needed that extra person to motivate him and push him. You literally have Steph Curry. Like that is literally the best fucking person that can get you more motivated because you want to give him the extra pass. You want to give him the more touches. So I said that series goes 7. I do. So yeah. NFL draft. Now, there's a lot of talk about quarterbacks maybe moving up, some quarterbacks maybe moving down. Um, I will say this: the most interesting pick. The draft starts now. Everybody says this. When does the draft start? When does the draft start? For me, the draft starts at 2. One, I feel like Cam Ward is going 1. Just pencil it in. But 2 is where the draft starts because Cleveland could go so many places because they need so many things. They need a quarterback. That is true. But after Cam Ward, Do you think anybody's ready to be the starter right away? No. Cam might be the only one that can elevate your team because of the ability that he has. Outside of that, Shador Sanders is not a great number two. Shador is not a great pick for the second overall pick. He's not. He can't change your team. He can't make your team better. He can't. No matter what the fuck people want to say, Shador Sanders is not this game-changing fucking quarterback. He's okay. Like I said last week. So you're bringing in Brock Purdy. So you're so you're technically so you're trying to draft Brock Purdy, who was for the skills that Shador Sanders has, which all I've said, right, is a pocket quarterback and he's fucking accurate. Okay, that's Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was drafted last. You're trying to take this nigga too? The fuck? Oh, Brandon, but he's a little bit more accurate. Him and Brock Purdy had the same fucking stats, kind of, and the same fuck. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is the difference? Please tell me what the fuck is the difference. Matter of fact, Brock Purdy was in the Big 12 just like Shador was. Congratulations. Like I said, you can lie to yourself. Don't lie to me. You can lie to yourself. Don't lie to me. That's it. I don't give a shit. Lie to yourself. Don't lie to me. You're trying to draft Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, who was the last fucking pick in the draft. You're trying to draft that dude too, overall. Shador Sanders. Really? All right, I guess. He's not a game changer. He doesn't make your team better. He doesn't elevate a fucking thing around you. Even though people swear to God he does. When is the one game where Shador Sanders was just the quintessential best player on the fucking field? Go ahead. Tell me that. Don't worry, I'll fucking wait when this comes out. I will wait. I know y'all gonna be in my comments. Oh, Shador. Give me the one game where Shador Sanders was the quintessential game-changing fucking player in that game. Give me that one game. And I will stop talking about this dude. Because you can't fucking do it. Because it doesn't fucking exist. He does not elevate a fucking thing around you. He is Brock fucking Purdy. You put him in a fucking offense, and if your offense already is made, he can do his thing. If your offense isn't, good fucking luck. He is not the number 2 overall pick. He is not even, to me, he's the second quarterback off the board. But that's not saying a lot. It's not really saying a lot. Dude is Brock fucking Purdy. And you can't convince me that he's not. Do you draft potential? Like Jalen Monroe, who has kind of like an Anthony Richardson kind of vibe, with way more starts on his belt. Um, I think Jalen Monroe's good. Me and my brother Juan, we did our mock draft show just recently, and dude took Shador, took Jalen Monroe 21st to the Pittsburgh Steelers. My feeling is this: if you don't have a team already in place for Jalen Monroe and a good coaching staff in place for Jalen Monroe, and an actual fucking quarterback sitting waiting for Jalen Monroe, and he can learn how to be a actual professional and learn how to be a quarterback for the next year and a half, maybe 2 years, to bring him up to speed with the football game. If you draft him anywhere in the first round, maybe even early second, that's a waste of a pick. That's a waste of a pick. You draft him late second, early third, all right, then I can get with that. But you draft him early second round because you think he can actually come in and be the guy at some point, very sooner than you want him to be, probably. That's why I keep saying people continuously trying to make this dude, trying to make these situations way more intriguing and make it way more complicated. It's not that complicated. Like, are you drafting potential? Which you are, because it's the draft. You're drafting potential. But how many of these players can actually come in and make an impact right the fuck away? It ain't that many. It ain't that many. This draft is not come in and make the impact draft. It's like you're drafting for potential. You're trying to see where they will be in 2-3 years. Now everybody can say but that's every draft. No, not every draft. Last year's draft wasn't like that. I said Jay Daniels should be the starter right away. I said Drake May should be the starter right away. Bo Nix was the only answer to be a starter for Denver. If he didn't get hurt, J.J. McCarthy might have been a starter in Minnesota. And Caleb Williams was supposed to be the starter in Chicago because they had no other fucking alternative. But then you look at the players also that was drafted. My Saints took the left tackle, the offensive lineman from Oregon State. He started all 17 games. It made sense because he fucking supposed to. Look at all of the players that Pittsburgh drafted. This is why I said Pittsburgh had a really great draft last year. They drafted a rookie center who was their starter. They drafted a rookie guard from Washington. What was their starter? This draft does not feel like last year's draft, which is 100% honest and it's true. And if you think that this year's draft is the same, it's not. After Cam Ward, there could be a debate on who's the second quarterback. It really could be. I know we've been saying it's Shador, but I can easily make a case for Jackson Dart. I can make a case for Jackson Dart. I can make a case for what's his name? Fuck. Tyler Shulen from Louisville, the quarterback from Louisville. I can make a case for Jalen Moreau, kinda. Like Shador is not this locked in number 2 best quarterback on the draft board. That I know people have said it, and I've said it even, but he's not the locked in number 2 overall quarterback off the draft board. He's not. This NFL draft is going to be interesting Thursday. I like I said, outside after Cam Ward, the draft gets started at number 2 because you don't know. I don't know who the fuck Cleveland takes. Do you take Shador? Do you take Shador Sanders' teammate Travis Hunter number 2? I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't. Um, like I've always said about people that sit there and give me this bullshit that Travis Hunter should go high pick. You're only drafting Travis Hunter to go high if you think he can play both sides. If you're going to play him at both sides, you do not take Travis Hunter number 2 overall just to be a receiver. You do not take Travis Hunter number 2 overall just to be a cornerback. You're taking him number 2 overall because you think he can play both sides of the fucking football. He's going to be your receiver and he's going to be a cornerback. Now, the problem with Cleveland is they don't really need another fucking cornerback. They got Denzel Ward. They got Garrett Newsom. So do you put him at safety, which I've been said? Travis Hunter will probably be a great safety. He would be a way better safety. Better than receiver and better than corner. The way his vision is, his ball hawking ability, he has hands to catch the ball. He will be a way better safety than a fucking receiver corner. But again, you're drafting a guy number 2 overall or 3rd or 4th overall. You're playing both sides of the football. There's no way in hell I'm wasting a pick on a guy that supposedly is this non-stop motor. All right, non-stop motor, get your ass out there and prove it. The person that I think is going to have the biggest impact maybe in this drive going forward. Okay, offensively. I'll say offense first. The person I think is going to have the biggest impact moving forward offensively is Austin Gentry from Boise State, the running back from Boise State. Yes, wherever he goes, I get it. People will sit there and say, should you draft a running back that fucking high? Yes. I think too many people, yes, is caught up in the running back resurgence. I think a lot of people are caught up in the running back resurgence. You know, Saquon, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, hell, even Aaron Jones did his thing in Minnesota last year. I think a lot of people are caught up in the running back resurgence. But here's the thing about running backs. Running game has never been a problem. It's just how people have rated the running game and valued the running game. The running game has never been a problem. Anybody that watch football for real, no. The running game is the most significant part of the whole fucking offense. You know that already. Everything goes off of the running game. Play action, load in the box, how people are going to load the box, how the receiver is going to be covered. If you don't have a actual decent running game, what are we doing this for? So to sit there and act like this kid can't do it in the NFL, you're delusional. He fits the football league. He fits it. Get the damn running back, draft him. I think he's going to have the most impactful career out of everyone because of how he's going to be used. Again, where he goes is going to be very interesting. Me personally, I would love to see him in Cincinnati. Him, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. That shit will be legendary. Now we talking defense. We talking defense. It's a dual Carter. It's not a Gus. A dual Carter, man, can definitely come in and have the impact that everybody expects. Like I said about a dual Carter, it's not when he gets drafted. It's it's not if he gets drafted. It's when he gets drafted, and where does he end up going? Me personally, he can go three. Shit, he can go two. He can go two. He can go three. He can go four. He can go anywhere. And if he ends up somewhere, he's gonna have the most impact on the defensive side of the ball. Don't sleep on Will Johnson either, the cornerback from Michigan. Um, he can go and be something very dangerous there too. So yeah, but as the NFL draft, like I said, gotta do bleed black and gold for my Saints. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But yeah, till next time, I am Brandon Janeau. This is the Brandon Janeau Show. Peace.